chocolate energy balls. Hi, I'm Angie. Thanks for joining me here in the Perfectly Imperfect Kitchen for Life Squared.
Welcome to Life Squared, brought to you by the Perfectly Imperfect Network, from imperfect folk everywhere.
Chocolate energy balls. Yeah, I promise you. These are going to be way more than 75% healthier than those cookies you've been eating. And they're going to taste every bit as good, maybe a little better because they're super duper chocolatey. I don't know about you, but I like chocolate. And you know what? My husband and I, we love a little dessert every night. Now, we have long gotten away from the really bad stuff like ordinary ice cream and cakes and pies. We don't do that. But we do like a little dessert. I will tell you, this summer we moved to these frozen fruit bars, and perhaps we will have a video real soon about those. But a lot of times we like to make these little energy balls, and we just have one as dessert, and we're happy. It doesn't take a lot of dessert to make you happy, but I can tell you right now, this would make a great breakfast. It would make a great, we like to hike. It would make a great food to take hiking, especially if you can keep it from melting. So this is going to be definitely part of our Life2 Diet, the 75-25 plan, where you live and eat 75% healthier. And we invite you, after you watch this video, to join in on that 75-25 challenge. What do? You just tell us your story, subscribe, it's free. We're coming to you with all this information for free. We never charge you. So please join us. Tell your story, like, subscribe, tell your friends. It's all good. And we're going to have a lot of recipes that are going to teach you how to live and eat 75% healthier. If you can go 90, do it. First of all, we have started out with some old-fashioned oats. 1 1/4 cups of old-fashioned oats. Got my trusty spoon over here, about forgot it. Next, 1/2 cup of nut butter. You can use your favorite nut butter. Cashew, almond, peanut butter. We buy a nut butter that is almond and cashew, but then has a lot of seeds. It's really high in omega-3s. Omega-3s heal your brain. They lower your cholesterol. They are so good for you. So when you go to eat, try to get those omega-3s into your diet. So we're going to put in that 1/2 cup of nut butter. And one thing about it, it just comes out so much easier than peanut butter. I love that. Put that over to the side. You can use 1/3 cup of maple syrup or honey. This time we're using honey. I can tell you the guys that edit this up in Canada, they'd be using that maple syrup, and so would my husband, but I am really partial to local honey, and so we're going to add 1/3 cup. No sugar in this. No sugar whatsoever. Next is a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I invite you to buy the best vanilla you can afford. I love Madagascar, Hawaiian, our favorite Mexican. You can now buy it on Amazon, and it's pretty reasonable. So check that out. You're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. It's a little humid in here today, so our salt's sticking. You're going to put in some chocolate chips. Now, they make chocolate chips with stevia, monk fruit. Today we're using monk fruit chocolate chips. That's really hard to say for some reason. It is a very good choice. Make sure you don't get aspartame. If you want to use regular chocolate chips, have at it. Just do not use aspartame. It is very dangerous. We're going to next add our chocolate chips, 1/2 cup. We keep our chocolate chips in the freezer because it's very humid around here. It sometimes makes them look, it whitens them a little bit. If you don't have to do that, that's great for you. We just have to. Okay, now we've got that stirred pretty nicely. As you can see, I'm going to lift that up. In fact, I'm just going to shoot that so you can see where we're at right now. Right now, we are at a pretty good stage, but we are going to add the best ingredient of all, probably, and that's some cocoa powder. Dutch processed cocoa powder, to me, is the best. You use whatever it is you like. Stir that up real good. Give it another. You can see it's turning very chocolatey. Those oats are great for you. You know, oats will lower your cholesterol. It's a soluble carbohydrate, a soluble fiber, and it is just very good for you. And these are great for a quick bit of energy. Here's what it looks like right now. And Brent is going to make sure you see this. We're going to stop that, and we're going to make a ball. Yep, you're going to have to get your hands dirty. Make it about the size of, I don't know, that's not quite a golf ball, but I think you might want it to be about golf ball size. Just kind of mash it together. You can freeze these, we do. Again, we live in a humid climate. So, and once you do that, gonna say, you know what? Put some cocoa powder on it, and there you have it. There you have it, folks. Chocolate energy balls. And we would like to thank you, dirty hands and all, for joining us here in the Perfectly Imperfect Kitchen for Life Squared. Thank you.
We really appreciate you joining us today at Life Squared on the Perfectly Imperfect Network. To get more content, please consider subscribing. If you have any questions or feedback, we'd love to hear from you in the comments section. Thanks for watching.